Okay. Wow. That's, that was a lot. But, hello. Welcome. Yeah, and it's Thanksgiving, so I'm gonna do a game about finger licking good food. But it's a dating simulator. I love you, Colonel Sanders. I've had this game in my library for quite some time, and never played it. So I'm finally getting around to it, but I was like, I kind of got like a YouTube channel with like video game stuff on it. Might as well. So here we are. Yeah, I was thinking about having a cam with my face, but I'd rather it just be from the perspective of the character in the story. So, kind of method acting on my part here. But, yeah. Whether you watch this on Thanksgiving or just whenever the hell you're choosing to watch it, or anyway, whatever. Let's just start a game. What should our name be? Sounds about right. Ooh, biscuits and chicken. I love this already. Oh, I'm getting hungry already. Look at this K-pop crew at the top left. Wow, and the chicken on the right. It's incredible. You sleep softly as the morning sun casts a warm glow through the window of your modest student apartment. The world is peaceful and serene. You could stay in the moment forever. Oh my god, that's annoying. Or you could wake up now. Your first day of culinary school is no time to sleep in. Dude, smack the clock. I'm not throwing it out the window. Jesus. Lying in bed, you stare at the ceiling, thinking about everything that awaits you at this prestigious University of Cooking School Academy of Fleur Learning. Academy Fleur Learning. Your mind begins to wander. Who will be there? What will you cook? What should you wear? Time begins to fly by, and you find your imagination getting away from you. You need to take this seriously, or you allow yourself to daydream a bit. I'll take it serious. I'd better be sure to arrive prepared for the day. You bust through your morning checklist. Teeth brushed, hair combed, pits deodorized. Nothing can stop you now. You confidently grab a biscuit, strut out the door, and head off to class. Of course, a biscuit. Just what you need to get your blood flowing. Your blood flowing? Okay. Standing in the quad, you gaze up to the magnificent University of Cooking School Academy for Learning. Here comes your lifelong best friend. Your lifelong best friend forever. Miriam. Ooh, she is adorable. She is the most adorably awkward person you've ever met, and you absolutely love her for it. Good morning, Dingus. Are you excited for the first day of the rest of our lives? Actually, I'm... Because I sure am. Excited, a little nervous. Okay, a lot nervous. What's the... It's just that this morning I made breakfast for myself, but, well, when I ate it, I couldn't taste any love in the food. What if I'm no good? What if I fail? Classic Miriam. Raised by master chef parents, she's always held herself to a very high standard. Ever since we were little babies playing together and you rescued me from that quicksand box, it's clear to me that you're the most loving, caring person I know. You're gonna do great. But with University of Cooking School Academy for Learning's famous 3-day-only semesters, I'm afraid of being left behind and never catching up. A sweet girl, Miriam has always had a flair for the dramatic. This summer, she got so nervous about her first kiss that she chipped a tooth practicing on a mannequin. Yikes. Should you pep talk her or change the subject to give her some relief? Oh, gossip. All about that gossip, dude. It's hard to see Miriam like this and frankly, quite exhausting. Rather than dwell on her anxiety, you try to change the subject to something more interesting. More interesting than your friend's health. All summer... I was thinking it's all summer long, so all summer long, but it's all summer. You've been hearing rumors about a dreamy, enigmatic mystery student who was enrolled in the school. Yeah, it's a little worrisome, but you'll be fine. Now, about that mystery student we read about in the school message board. Any new deets? Oh, get this. I heard his name is Harland, and he's no ordinary student. They say he has powers. He's had them ever since he was born. From an egg. What? An egg? Like a chicken? Don't be ridiculous. But that thing about having powers, it would line up with some of the other rumors I've heard. Like, I heard he once fought a bear with just his smile. You both sigh, thinking about a student so handsome that the laws of physics don't dare apply to him. Dreamy. Before you can get another word out, you're rudely interrupted with someone smacks your books and custom engraved measuring spoons out of your hands and onto the ground. Hey! It's Ashley, your arch rival. She's totally evil, but you can't help but be filled with jealousy. She can get anything she wants, and she knows it. Hello, Ashley. Oh, I didn't see you there, chicken shins. You leave Dingus shins alone. They're perfectly normal shins. Ugh. You can't stand Ashley. Even her name is annoying. You know for a fact that it's Ashley? That it's actually Ashley, but she had to add extra letters to make herself feel better than everyone. If everyone knows what perfect shins look like, it's us. We're not gonna let you or your really weird insults get to us. Across the quad, you see Ash's best friend, Van, the Man, has stopped to look at his own reflection in the mirror. His pants are so tight you can see him casually working out his glutes while he styles his hair. No lie, they're rockin' glutes. Van? You rang. Oh my god. You've never been sure about what their arrangement is? But as long as you've known them, Ashley and Van have been just as close as you and Miriam, but substantially more devious. I can't believe that University of Cooking School Academy for Learning would allow people like you to attend as students. I know, right? You'd think they just hand us our diplomas now. God. Or maybe just hire us as professors? You amateurs could learn a lot from us. Look at that belt buckle, dude. Look at his hair is a star. With the first day of school about to start, there's just no time to properly tell these two off. So resist their urge. Let's go, Miriam. See you later, losers. As you approach the door, you see a goofy-looking kid pushing hard against the window directly next to it. Oh my god. Dude.
Oopsie, I think it's broken.
You reach forward and easily pull open the door. Oh, whoops. That should do the trick.
I love you.
I think you mean thank you?
My name is Pop. I'm named after my Pop-Pop. He's old.
Oh my god. That voice is gonna ruin me. I hope he doesn't have that many lines. Jeez. Could someone like this be a student at the school? He must be one heck of a chef. Also, his name tag clearly says Bob, but I guess he's reading it upside down. Oh my god. Hi, Pop. I'm Dingus. So, are you gonna make me hold the door all day?
Nope.
And with that, the young man walks into the building ahead of you. Is it just me, or is he kind of cute? I think it's just you. You both shrug your shoulders before following me into the building. You stand at the edge of the room, unsure where to sit. Other students wander in and keep themselves busy chit-chatting. A scruffy-looking pooch takes his place at a podium in front of class. Adorable. Sprinkles. Oh my god.
Now, quiet down, everyone.
Who is this unreasonably cute pup, and why is he in our culinary class?
You must meet Sprinkles, head instructor and CEO of UCSAL. Please call me Professor Dog. I may be cute and a little fluffy, but I still demand respect. Woof.
What? A cute dog is our professor? This is the best school ever. I guess only a dog's nose is capable of picking up all the nuances of fine dining. Out of nowhere, wind begins to rush around you, and a swirl of cherry blossom petals fill the air inside the classroom.
I'm chilly. Someone close the window.
And then, he walks in. You're immediately swept up in the aura of this new student and his remarkable goatee. Who knew anyone could be so handsome? Time stands still. I think it's him.
If it isn't my favorite student, Harland.
Colonel Sanders interrupts Sprinkles, sorry, Professor Dog, before he can finish his sentence. Please, call me Colonel. Colonel Sanders. A hushed murmur rolls throughout the classroom as Colonel Sanders walks down the aisle of desks. Suddenly, the room is sweltering. Sweat begins to beat across your brow. You feel like everyone is looking at you, and you're not entirely wrong. And this over here must be Sweaty Sweaty Sweats a lot? Maybe he could we should open a window back up before faucet pits melts into a puddle and evaporates entirely. You two both know my name. We were in the same kindergarten class. And what's with all the really weird insults? You take a moment to clean yourself up. It's a good thing you didn't forget about that deodorant this morning. This classroom is hot. Professor Dog steps in to settle the classroom down and set some ground rules.
Welcome to the University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning, the greatest culinary academy in the world. The birthplace of culinary legends, past, present, and future. Many challenges await you. There will be tears. There will be blood. There might even be really adorable tiny food. And when all is said and done, there will be a battle. You will lift your sporks and compete in the broom cooking arena.
Just then, another student enters the room and interrupts the professor's rousing speech. Hi guys, sorry I'm late. I hope everyone had a good summer. I really miss...
Quiet! Late to class is bad enough, but interrupting my monologue? You're on the fast track out of here, young man. Are you sure you're even in the right place?
Don't you recognize me? This is my 3rd year in school, and you as my teacher. Everyone stares at him blankly. Does no one remember me?
You're expelled if you utter one more word before I finish. Let that be a lesson to you students that tardiness is unacceptable. Even Clank made it here on time, rolling halfway across town on his tiny wheels.
You turn to see a student Sprinkles is referencing, who appears to be some sort of industrial kitchen appliance. Oh my god. The class bursts into laughter.
Oh, Clank, you rascal.
Sprinkles walks in the classroom as everyone stands in silent obedience. This corgi dude, oh my god. When he gets to you, he lifts his nose into the air and takes a deep sniff.
Your diet is lacking. Based on what I'm picking up here, you definitely need a multivitamin. You should be taking better care of yourself.
You've never had a talking dog as a teacher before, but Sprinkles' reputation for being smart but tough is well known. You decide to try to butter him up by giving him a treat from your pocket. What kind? Well, this is a game by KFC. So let's do chicken. Everything is chicken. You reach beneath your apron and return it with a chicken snack in your hand. Sprinkles' eyes go wide as he locks onto it. His favorite.
Well, I think we might have some competition for a new star student.
The furry professor immediately devours the snack, leaving your hand slick with a coating of warm doggy drool. You see the other students eyeing you jealously, but pay no mind to them. If they wanted to succeed in life, they should have learned the importance of carrying a range of dog treat flavors on them at all times.
Settle down, young chefs. Take to your seats and prepare to have your minds open to the amazing possibilities of culinary creation.
As everyone rushes to claim their favorite seats, you're left standing in front of the room. Only 2 options remain. Hey, Dingus, there's still a seat here. It seems no one has claimed a seat next to me, if you're interested. The 2 good options, but which will you choose? Well, your best friend is always around. She'll always be around. Right? I gotta take one. I mean, look at Colonel. Are you kidding? Look at that jawline. You move to take your seat by Colonel Sanders. It appears he brought no books, pens, or pencils. However, his perfect upright posture shows off a seriousness that makes you confident in his desire to learn. The semester is only 3 days long. Why would you need any? Thanks for offering me this seat. I've only had 2 rules. Do all that you can and do it the best you can. It's the only way you'll ever get that feeling of accomplishment. Okay, let me redo all of that. Holy shit. I've only had 2 rules. Do all you can and do it to the best you can. It's the only way you ever get that feeling of accomplishing anything. That's so inspiring. A little off topic if you ask me, but okay. As soon as you settle down in your seat, the professor makes an announcement.
Think fast. It's time for a pop quiz.
Yay, a quiz about me.
Freaking sprinkles his face. He's like, God.
This incredibly important and surprisingly short quiz will tell me if you are ready for life at culinary school. Keep your knives sharp and your focus sharper. Here comes question number 1. If train A is traveling to point B and train B is traveling to point A, how important is it to wash your hands before cooking?
Well, extremely. Looking at you, Bob.
That's right. Forest is to tree as chicken is to...
Feather?
That's right. What is the most efficient eating utensil ever created?
Comically oversized fork, meat tenderizer. Well, I had KFC like a couple weeks ago, and they handed out sporks, and we got they gave us like 12 extra ones. I'm still using them.
That's right. What food is best for a broken heart?
Pancake that looks like a silly face, camel meat, anything as long as it's prepared with love and not too much salt. Well, there you go.
That's right. Is Sprinkles a good boy?
Yes. He's a talking dog that teaches at culinary school. He is the best boy. No.
That's right. Your total score is
5 out of 5. Wow. Be honest. Did you cheat? Is that supposed to be Sprinkles?
wow. Be honest, did you cheat?
You look up to see Colonel Sanders has been watching you tally your score. He's impressed. I know we just met, but I have to confess, I think you have a beautiful brain. Hot diggity dingus! You scored some major Colonel Sanders points with that performance.
May I have your attention, students? I have an important announcement to make. Time for lunch.
Wow, the cafeteria is as nice as any restaurant you've ever eaten at. It makes sense a school dedicated to cooking would be so serious about eating. A delicious fragrance wafts through the room and tickles the end of your nose. Your mouth waters. Do you smell that? That must be our lunch. It smells crazy good. Everyone, can I have your attention?
Is it about lunch?
No, I just wanted to apologize for my tardiness. You see, Howdy, folks. I'd like to make an announcement. Hey, It's about lunch. Everyone cheers. But Shh!
Lunch, lunch, lunch!
She said, shh. In honor of the new semester, I have prepared something special to share with everyone for lunch.
That must be what the smell I smelled.
Indeed, that smell. You hold your breath, waiting to see what the food this mysterious student has created. You've heard he's very talented, but were the rumors true? Is this? Colonel Sanders lifts a large bucket above his head. Its contents glimmer in the light. Piled high are huge pieces of chicken, breaded and fried to crispy golden finish. Oh my god. That actually looks good. The aroma envelops you as you begin to feel warm and safe. Colonel Sanders has filled a bucket with chicken? What a novel concept. Your stomach begins to grumble as if to say, stop thinking and start eating. For years, I have been developing a secret recipe for the perfect fried chicken. By my calculation, nothing less than 11 herbs and spices are required to achieve the perfect balance of flavors. You look around and notice that every student has a pen and paper and is scribbling notes as fast as they can. But that's all I'll say about that. Wait, what? What do you think we want your stupid secret recipe, dude? Nah, my dude, nah. I'm just drafting a last will and testament in case one of those ingredients is poison. Got him. He looks around nervously to see if anyone is laughing at his sick burn. You wait to see what zinger Ashley's prepared to follow up, but she suddenly takes a different approach. Yeah, and I was like writing in my diary, dear diary, today I smelled something beautiful. I know that at that moment, that only the hands of a true gentleman could fry chicken so tender. You see her body language change from bitter and evil to sweet and innocent as she slides closer to Colonel Sanders. She realizes that he is destined for greatness and fame with cooking skills like his. She wants him all to herself. Oh, please. Well, Van, the man, if you don't want any, I'll take his. Whoa, hold on. I mean, I guess I'll try it. He takes one bite and his eyes grow wide. He starts contorting his face as he tries to hold in his pure exhilaration and act unimpressed. Easy now. There's enough for everyone. Please, my fellow classmates, dig in. You take one of the pieces of fried chicken out of his bucket, and you sink your teeth into it. It's amazing. Tasting Colonel Sanders' food transports you to another dimension. Alone with your taste buds, gripping a drumstick in your hand, you float weightlessly. Focus your mind and meditate on this moment. Try to identify every flavor. Savor the moment and everything that it tells you about Colonel Sanders' culinary heart. Swim towards the light. Let's learn more about Colonel. The flavors in your mouth are beautiful, pure, heavenly. What a guy. Alone with the flavors, you feel something that can only be described as love. For a man? For a flavor? Are they the same? After tasting his food, you try to get some one-on-one time with Colonel Sanders. You approach Colonel Sanders. Colonel Sanders smiles so softly, ever so softly as you approach. He stops what he's doing and allows you to break the silence. Colonel, I wonder if I could talk to you for a second? Anything for a fellow chef? What exactly was on that chicken? How bold to come out and ask. It's an idea I've had for a new combination of flavors that will be my fortune and establish my legacy for all time as I open up a chain of highly successful fried chicken restaurants. No big deal. It's just you and me here talking. I can keep a secret. In fact, I've got some of my own that I'd be willing to trade. What's the rush? The semester is only getting started. We've got 2 more whole days to get to know each other. He's clearly not going to give you it that easy. But it doesn't hurt to be persistent. You know what they say about secrets, Colonel? Shouldn't learning be fun? You've got moxie, I'll give you that. Colonel Sanders looks both ways. Make sure you're truly alone. Then he leans in. You can feel his warm breath as he whispers. Just one ingredient, but you can't tell. I use. It's something my great-grandmother taught me. Wow. You'd never guess that. In fact, you're not even sure where to get some of that if you searched. While you're wrapped up in huge revelation, you notice that Colonel Sanders has disappeared. While everyone else is still in the cafeteria, you decide to look for him. You find Colonel Sanders outside, standing in the quad. Oh, it's you again. Howdy. Sometimes I like to come outside and look at the buildings. I think about how my story will continue on after I've graduated. It sounds like you have big plans. I dare say the biggest. I will leave my mark on this world. You can bet on that. Alone together for the first time, you figure now is the perfect moment to show your personality to him. Be modest but thoughtful. Wow him with a big idea. To add an additional ingredient to really spice things up. Nag him to show your own strength. I gotta be modest, but thoughtful. Well, I just wanted to tell you that I really enjoyed your food. Now you've got his attention. The flavors were complex, but comforting. The interplay between salty, savory, and peppery, it was perfect. I appreciate the compliment, Dingus. I'm sure you'll be a big success. I know we've only met today, but I'm starting to get the same feeling about you. We should head back inside. The next lesson starts soon. You step inside a massive cooking arena where the afternoon lesson will take place. Each student gets an oven and all the tools and ingredients they can need. Look at this place. It's magnificent. Finally, we get to show our stuff. Wait a second. Oh no, we have to show our stuff. What if I totally blow it? You're not gonna blow anything, except maybe kisses to the crowd of fans you're gonna earn with your signature adorable tiny food creations.
Welcome, students, to the cooking arena. For today's lesson, we'll be cooking with partners. Hurry up and pair off.
Naturally, Miriam looks over at you, but unable to control yourself, you pounce on Colonel Sanders. Hey, Colonel, would you like to tackle this lesson as a team? A team of two, that is. Me and you, if that wasn't clear. Want to be my partner? Sure, Dingus. I'll prepare our station. Without you as a partner, Miriam is left standing all alone. Two different students quickly take notice.
Hello, new partner.
Beep, boop, bzzz.
Oh my god. Oh my, two potential partners. I'm so sorry, gentlemen, but I don't know who to choose. It looks like you'll have to pick four. Friend duties can be a little awkward, but that's the price you pay for not being alone forever. Who do you want to ask to be Miriam's partner? Oh god. Well, look at that smile that freaking robot's got.
Ooh, look me.
Dude, she did say Pop was cute, and I think I would just lay into that. Sorry, Clank, but I think Miriam will be partnering with Pop today. Oh my god. Pop gives a big smile as he steps up to the same station as Miriam.
I'm a chef.
Oh my god. He holds up a banana and, without peeling it, proudly eats the entire thing. It's disconcerting, but Miriam is too kind to act grossed out. I love your enthusiasm, Pop. She looks at you like, really, this kid? But it's too late to change your choice now. Now it's time to focus on your own cooking classwork.
All right, you two. For today's lesson, we're going to keep it simple. Pick a basic dish and divide it up the steps. No chef is an island. It takes 2 flints to make a fire. You've got the idea.
Which dish do you suggest to your partner? Colonel Sanders. Octopus? Jesus. Mashed potatoes and gravy? Steak tartare seems easy enough. It's fancy and you don't have to cook it. Well, again, KFC. Let's keep in mind, KFC. I've always been something of a down-home chef. I was thinking we could make something warm, inviting, comforting. Maybe mashed potatoes and gravy? I couldn't imagine one without the other. Colonel Sanders casts a coy look at you, causing your whole face to go beet red. Embarrassed, you quickly turn away. I'll get the potatoes. No, please, let me. Picking perfect produce is a passion of mine. Like that alliteration.
Looks like things are getting pretty fresh around here. Does someone have a crush on Colonel Sanders?
We're just cooking partners. Mind your own business.
Sanders' heart is my business, and you better keep your fingers off my man.
Did someone call for me? Oh, damn. This music, dude. Oh, shit.
Ugh, no, jeez, Van. While I'm over here crushing Dingus's dreams, you're supposed to be taking care of classwork. What's the deal, remember? That was a deal, remember?
Colonel Sanders returns, arms full of peeled potatoes. Oh my god, this music. He tosses them into boiling water and turns your attention to you and your old friends. Oh, howdy there, Ashley. Van. Are we working in a quartet instead of a duet now?
Actually, no. It looked like Dingus was struggling, so we offered to give him a hand. You know how it is. These young amateur chefs need a lot of mentoring.
I was gonna say, Colonel Sanders, maybe I could also teach you a thing or two about fancy food. Maybe one day you might be able to get up to my level. Doubt it.
Don't be rude, Van. Personally, I have no doubts whatsoever about Colonel Sanders' abilities and concoct creations worthy of admiration. After all, your fried chicken was quite spectacular. But Colonel, if you ask me, I might make a better partner for you than this thing that has positioned yourself at your station. Don't you feel deep down that we cast complementary shadows? We fit together, like thigh and drumstick. It just makes sense.
Nothing about this makes any sense, but one thing is clear, she's coming for your colonel if you don't watch out. Ashley is really going at you hard. You need to ask for some backup here before things get ugly. Turn to Colonel Sanders, hunk of hunks, in your time of need. Turn to Miriam. No, Miriam's got her own problems. I'll turn to Colonel. Let him know I need him. I'm here to learn and to express myself via my cuisine. Not bicker with prima donnas. Partners were chosen at the beginning of class, so let's all respect the format, alright? You turn to Colonel Sanders to confirm that you're on the same page. I chose Colonel Sanders, and Colonel Sanders chose me. Isn't that right? A businessman respects all fair agreements, from contracts to handshakes. I took on Dingus as my partner for this activity, and I stand by it. Based on your team's behavior, I'd say you're perfect for each other. Neither of you has Dingus's natural talent or their loyalty. Being defended by Colonel Sanders leaving you proud and full of potential. You looked for Sprinkles in hopes that he might step in, but he's nowhere to be found. Darn those cute corgis and their short but sturdy stature. You look down at your station and realize that in the tension of the moment, your hands have been cooking on autopilot. Distracted by the drama, you've already crushed the boiled potatoes into a perfectly creamy mixture with plenty of butter and cream for flavor. It's as if your natural passion guided you through the steps you know so well while your attention was elsewhere. I know just what to do. Colonel Sanders extends his hand. He's holding a beautiful white porcelain gravy boat, out of which he pours a smooth brown gravy, smothering your nearly finished potato dish. Gravy flows down the mound of mashed potatoes. The results look spectacular. Granny would be very proud. Mashed potatoes. Colonel Sanders holds out a spork to you. You reach out and grab a hold of it, but He doesn't immediately let go. The two of you stand, holding the same spork, and for that small moment, all of the madness and pressure in this crazy world stops. Your eyes lock. The moment is electric. Time stands still. If you love something, set it free. Together, you dig the utensil into the mashed potatoes and lift a heaping sporkful up. When you see Ashley with a sinister look, you know she's plotting against you to be with Colonel Sanders. And then, filled with rage, without thinking, you fling a sporkful of mashed potatoes at Ashley's stupid, beautiful face. Van, do something, do something! Scooping up a fingerful, Van tastes the dripping of mashed potatoes and gravy and realizes that it's delicious. Horrified by this revelation, he slinks away. Will he ever be able to cook something with so much love and integrity?
Hold on right there, dingus. We do not waste food in the broom cooking arena. Colonel Sanders, I expect better from you. If you throw one more spoonful, it should be sporkful, you'd better be prepared to eat it from wherever it lands.
Can I have potatoes, face?
Oh my god. Van rushes back over, a covered dish in his hand. Mashed potatoes with gravy? Pathetic. In just a few minutes, I prepared a full meal. Gaze upon my specialty. Braised tentacle of octopus in a silky saltwater sauce. Plated on a beautiful axe blade forged by my supreme chef ancestors. Oh my god. You ignored me for too long. This ends now. It is I who will have the first bite, and you will all look on with envy. The interrupting student rushes at Van and swipes a bite of his signature dish right off the plate.
No, don't! Something about this dish doesn't strike my nose quite right. I think the octopus was rushed and may have turned in the process. The results could be toxic.
Too late. It has been eaten. I think I left something in the oven. I don't feel so good. It killed him! What the hell?
Everyone step back. Don't take another bite.
You look back at the plate, the rest of it is gone. You notice the tip of the tentacle is slurped into Pop's mouth. Pop winces in pain for a moment, then is almost immediately back to his oblivious self.
Oopsie. Tastes like poison.
The entire class gathered to watch Pop's final moment. Shock has frozen the whole crowd. They are as motionless as statues. The class bell rings, disrupting the moment and snapping everyone back to reality. It would appear that Pop's enthusiasm for trying new things, despite obvious danger, has inoculated him against poisons of all kinds.
I'm not sure the professors here make enough money.
Hello. I just turned into a ghost over here. Seeing that you're shaken up by that really annoying student and all his nonsense, Colonel Sanders approaches you. I'm sorry you had to go through that. Please, let me walk you home. What? Like for real? Oh, come on. You follow Colonel Sanders out of the room. At night, the school building has taken on another vibe entirely. It's dark and more than a little spooky. Colonel Sanders stands in the quad's neon glow and speaks softly. Those mashed potatoes you made in class today. Before you go on, I want you to know, they're not a great representation of my skills. I didn't even realize I was making them. They were amazing. Tasting them, it reminded me why I became so passionate about food to begin with. Colonel Sanders is getting choked up. Cooking is obviously important to him in a way that you find inspiring. Now might be the perfect time to tell him you're developing feelings for him. Colonel Sanders? Yes, Dingus? There's something I need to tell you. Hold it right there. There's something I need to tell you first. Oh, jeez. You see, when I was just a boy, I had a dream that one day I would be the greatest chef the world has ever seen. And ever since that day, I've been working toward that dream, day and night, never stopping, never resting. Also, lifting a lot of weights, like so many weights. We should follow our dreams with all of our hearts, that our souls may grant them like wishes floating on a shooting star. Hey, no! You... Shut up! I'm the one who says inspiring stuff. Be the star of this story. Are we forgetting about your cooking literally killed a guy? You can't prove that. I also saw you kill that guy. What was his name? Somewhere in the distance, you heard a long, sad sigh. Forget him. We're talking about me. Me. I'm the hero.
The spork monster is here to fight a hero.
What the hell is going on? I think I left the fridge door open. Later, nerds. How dare you threaten me just as I was letting down my guard and connecting with another chef on an emotional level?
Be afraid, be very afraid of me, because I'm a monster, see?
Dude, what? Is he rhyming? Is he's rhyming on purpose? What? A little typo? I thought I read that wrong. Is he's rhyming on purpose, or is that just a coincidence? Before you can discuss the syntax any further, it's a turn-based fight sequence. What will you do? Attack. You decide to go on the attack. Which attack will you use? Cook with love. Cook with love does 1 damage. It just got real. That attack really upset Spork Monster. Spork Monster goes on the attack. They spit hot gravy at you. You take 1 damage. Attack. You decide to go on the attack. It worked last time, right? Cook with love. Does 1 damage. Spork Monster won't forget this. Spork Monster is really feeling threatened by your attack. Spork Monster focuses his mash mind and draws energy like from Mother Earth itself. They grow larger and more intimidating. How will you respond? Attack. You decide to go on the attack. Which attack will you use? Cook with love. Cook with love does 1 damage. At this rate, the semester will probably be over before the fight is. Spork Monster is no quitter. Buffed up, he's ready to rumble. They go on the attack again. Spork Monster uses utilitensile. It take 2 damage from the attack. If you take more damage, you're not going to survive the battle. Attack! You decide to go on the attack. Again. Cook with love. Does 1 damage. Spork Monster is oozing cheese sauce on the lawn of the quad. I wonder who is going to have to clean that up. Feeling vulnerable, Spork Monster prepares for its ultimate attack. Rounded Edge. Vile villain, your reign of terror stops here. Colonel Sanders summons the energy of 1,000 chickens. Pot by Power Pinch! Pot by Power Pinch does 10 damage. Spork Monster is defeated. You saved me. An injured Spork Monster spews steam into the night. Ooh. I don't want to kill anything in front of Colonel. I don't want to kill anything. I got a spare. You managed to tamp down your disgust. your digest. I'm doing everything with like freaking food. You managed to tamp down your disgust at the sight of this gnarly beast long before you realize he is still a living creature with a pure soul who deserves your pity, not your wrath. Be gone, beast, and don't dare come back for a follow-up encounter tomorrow.
I won't forget this, and I certainly won't be back, like you said.
Spork Monster scuttles off into the night. The defeated monster left behind a special item. It appears to be the first cook. It appears at first to be a cookbook, but upon closer inspection, it's much more. It's a book of magic spells with a golden chicken on the cover. You open the cover to find a library card tucked inside. The last name to have signed it out is Borko. Borko. That name sounds strangely familiar. Your blood is pumping as you stand in the quiet of night, holding the mysterious book in your hands. As you come down from the battle buzz, you realize that your final attack has left you completely depleted. The world around you begins to fade away. without any energy to keep your eyes open. Darkness overtakes you. The image of Colonel Sanders flashes before your eyes as you fall asleep. He must have helped you get home. In your tired state, you don't know if you could have made it home without him. What a guy. You want to thank him, but you don't have the strength to utter a single word. You feel your covers being pulled up over you as you're tucked in tightly. Good night, my Colonel. In your dream, you're together with Colonel Sanders. For some reason, Sprinkles is also there, instructing your love. Dreams are weird. Oh my God. You awake on day 2 and attempt to process the wild visions you have. Were they memories or premonitions? And then there was that secret ingredient that Colonel Sanders went ahead and told you outright. Not much of a secret, huh? It's probably just because he already trusts you so much. Sure, that makes sense. Let's go with that. Meet up with your bestie in front of the school. Before you can tell her about the encounter with the spork monster, she launches into a story of her own. Okay, so I know this might sound a little strange, but I think I might be, I think I might like Pop. Oh my God, dude, are you serious? Like him? Like? I know it sounds like it's moving too fast, but there's something about him. I like him. Like him. We got to talking after class, and he's actually a totally sweet guy. Not only that, but he's really smart. He told me all kinds of stories about Colonel Sanders. You know, Colonel Sanders enlisted in the army was only 3? Not only that, but he founded a special unit of super soldiers who all wear the same hats just because he put the hat on like one time and that all they thought it looked cool. But Colonel Sanders doesn't even wear a hat. He wears a ribbon tie. Either way, maybe it'd be best if you took it slow with this new boy, like I am with Colonel Sanders. You and Colonel Sanders, the coolest guy in school, the most famous student to ever attend University of Cooking School Academy for Learning. You're a thing now? We definitely connected yesterday. Sure you did. You're great. Why wouldn't he be into you, I guess? Laughing at the implication of you and Colonel Sanders might be a thing definitely not cool. You are great. You have an idea about how to prove that your love is real. Well, if he's not into me, why did he tell me one of his secret ingredients? Your bestie's eyes light up. A secret ingredient? Yeah, I just said that. A secret ingredient. Is there a dramatic echo over here, or... Miriam checks to make sure you're alone before continuing. So this summer, while I was on vacation with my family, a lovely man approached me in the botanical garden where I was wandering. This can't be good. He told me all about his passion for spices, secret spices. This man gave me some to show me what he meant. He said it was a powder created from the super duper rare dried flower petals, and that if I did him a big favor, I could get some of my own. Please, Miriam, don't tell me. So I filled my suitcase with them and brought them home. What was the favor? Oh God. He was so nice. He even met me at the gate when I arrived. Later, when I cooked with them, a very strange feeling came over me, and the flavor was unlike anything I've ever tasted. I think you're being liberal with the meaning of spices here. Whatever. Anyhow, we both shared an interest in cooking, so we've stayed in touch, you know, like pen pals. I bet he would love to know more about the new spices. Well, I'm definitely not supposed to share Colonel Sanders' secret recipe, and besides, I only know the one ingredient, so I doubt it'd be much use to anyone. Please, please, please! It would mean the world to me. No one has to know it came from you or Colonel Sanders. What do you think? Should you protect Colonel Sanders' secret or share it with your bestie? Oh no. Dude, she's cooking with Pop though. If she's partnering with Pop, I don't know. I'm gonna make one up. I know she's my best friend, but on the off chance, I can't. You quickly think of a fake ingredient name. I don't know. How about, it was Eye of Newt. I know. Sounds like some kind of witch's potion, but What can you do?
I have new? Wow!
Her eyes light up, imagining such a thing, and you figure that you've satisfied her curiosity and she'll move on. However, she immediately turns and does some thumb typing on her phone. You can't see. That's probably not good. Before you can ask to confirm what she definitely did not text secrets to other people, you're interrupted. A wind rushes in. Cherry blossoms fill the air. It's Colonel. Oh my god. Are you serious? Look at the chicken pattern on the saddle. It's Colonel Sanders. He's arriving at school. Run to him or stand back and admire his majestic glory. I think I'll admire him. Colonel Sanders' horse is truly a thing of beauty. Without ever acknowledging he's being watched, he does a short horse dance before dismounting with a flourish. Then he slaps the beautiful creature gently on its rear, sending it running free into the countryside. What the... You are so struck by the sight of him that you lose your ability to speak coherently. Oh, I didn't realize anyone was watching. Don't worry, he knows his way home. You attempt to compliment Colonel Sanders, but the words don't come out exactly right. What a horseful butte you have. I mean, what a horseful butte you have. Dang it, that's what I just said. Being a good friend, Miriam attempts to cover for you. Oh, Dingus just really is nervous around people they like. What? This is not helping. I mean, they got food poisoning and were up all night. It was gruesome. You should have seen it. She gives you a wink and a smile as if to say, situation handled. Can't blame a girl for trying. And with that, Colonel Sanders disappears into the school, leaving you and Miriam to follow. When you enter the oh no. Did I blow my chances with Colonel? When you enter the classroom, you can see your two rivals, Ashley and Van Van, are doing something bad. By the way they're hiding, you know it must be really bad. Like counterfeiting recipes bad. Experimenting with restricted ingredients bad. Summoning a demon bad? You try to get a peek over Van Van's hulking shoulder, but he sees you coming. Whoa there, little one. I'm not sure you're ready to handle this. Why don't you make like a bee and mind your own wax, honey? Oh my god. Act like I'm not interested. You sit near the rivals, but leave your back turned to him. You never hear Van Van mutter something that sounds a bit like a magic spell. Oh god. However, he notices you eavesdropping. You try to cover your tracks and improvise an excuse. Time for class, and you're distracting the rest of us who want to learn. Now you've upset them. Oh, and you're the Emperor of Cooking, are you? You make the rules? I'm not sure you know a good meal if it ain't you, bro. Being the best chef in the world takes more than just culinary skills. It takes creativity. It takes panache. And it doesn't hurt to use a little evil. You finally get a look at what it was they're hiding, and you instantly recognize it. It's a book, just like the one you found after an encounter of Spork Monster. That's the same book that I found last night in the quad. Ashley immediately elbows Van Van, who hides the book behind his back. I don't know what you're talking about. This book is a family heirloom, and its contents are secret. You notice that they haven't been studying the book. They've got Pomp pinned to the wall, and they're tossing potato skins at him as he tries to catch them in his mouth.
We're playing.
Before you can dig in any further, you're interrupted with the arrival of more students. It's almost time for class. Beep, beep. Clank must be running late. He's in such a hurry, he rolls in over Van Van's meaty foot. Hey, watch you bucket of bolts. Watch how you talk to him. He didn't do anything. Bzzz. Who do you think you're talking to? I've never heard such language, not even from a stand mixer. No, your mother was a stand mixer. Bzzz. Oh my god. Van Van jumps to a clank. attack Clank, but Clank shocks Van Van, sending him flying across the room. Protect me, Colonel Sanders. These crazed men are about to come to blows. I think it must be over me, but I'm not interested in either of them. Ashley's tone has completely changed in an instant. She bats her eyelashes at Colonel Sanders. Surely he must know that this is a ruse, right? Gentlemen, get a hold of yourselves. Save it for the arena at least, or don't. Honestly, what do I care? I've got lofty career aspirations to focus on. Maybe I can help you with your business plan. Just then, Sprinkles arrived and to signal the true start of class day. He's panting, which doesn't seem that abnormal. He's a professor, but he's also a dog.
Students, please take your seats. I apologize for my late arrival. I spent the morning chasing a car all around town. My tiny legs are very, very tired. Oh my god. But I'm here now, and I hope you're ready to learn.
Rub his furry dog belly. He loves it. After he catches his breath, Sprinkles regains control of the classroom.
Without further ado, we'll review the global history of the favorite fowl, the chicken.
You want to pay attention to the lesson. Truly you do.
Which is why, in 1776, the signing of the Declaration of Independence, it was a chicken who signed their name.
What? But you can't help but daydream about Colonel Sanders. You miss most of the important parts. When you come to, Sprinkle is holding a tray of food in front of you.
Well, Dingus?
Naturally, it appears to be a sample platter. Which item do you want to sample? Oh, shoot. I'll take the pepper, I guess. A brightly colored pepper stands out among the other items. It sparkles the most eye-catching way. So naturally, you reach out and grab it and eat it right away. However, your body is not prepared for the heat. The pepper has triggered an intense spice hallucination. It feels like forever as you trip through the universe. My friend, no. This guy again? I'm here to give you an important message. Oh. You must avenge my death and fulfill your destiny. All you must do is... I was saying to fulfill your destiny. All you must do is... Sorry. I think I've got some spice stuck in my throat. It's fine. I'll work through to fulfill the prophecy. You must. You feel yourself begin to regain consciousness. Oh, man. You come to and find everyone is staring at you.
That pepper was the last of its kind on Earth, and now it's gone forever.
You think to yourself, geez, well, I should have paid better attention. We all make mistakes. I'm sure he'll forgive you someday. Come on, it's time for lunch. Before anyone can relax, the cafeteria lights dim, and your rivals enter with a dramatic announcement. Today's lunch will be prepared via timed competitive cook-off. The level of theatrics these two is off the charts. Demand they stop wasting your time. Oh, you're on, dude. A bit of lunchtime competition, eh? Count me in. If I have to wipe the tables... You keep yawning, man. What the hell? Shit. Sorry if you just yawned, too. Count me in. If I have to wipe the tables with you fools before I set my lunch down, so be it. I'm not the fool, you're the fool, fool. Good one, Van Van. I like your gumption, dingus. I'll be watching your performance. Just as things reach a boiling point, Sprinkles steps in. Surely he'll put a stop to this madness.
Now, students, please settle down. This is a lunchroom, not a sporting court.
Finally, a little sense. You breathe a sigh of relief.
At least now we turn on the timer. At least not until we turn on the timer.
Just then, a huge light blasts before your face, the flashing words, timer ready. Oh, shit.
That's what I'm talking about. Oh.
I stand corrected. The hard way builds solidly a foundation of confidence that cannot be swept away. And that's an original quote by me, in case anyone was wondering. I hope its message lifts you to victory.
Like a diamond, I was formed under pressure. Now this is my chance to shine. I will defeat you myself.
You had his chicken, and you made mashed potatoes and gravy on day 1, and you're feeling like you can really impress him again here. It's time to boil some water for potatoes. Think fast, the timer runs down. You'll be forced to pick randomly. What temperature does water boil at? 100 Celsius?
That's right.
Oh my god. But would you have gotten that into the school without knowing that?
Winner gets to rub my furry belly. Let that enticing offer motivate you.
You're gonna need to season this chicken before you cook it. You don't know Colonel Sanders' recipe exactly, but you have an idea. Oh, there's 11, right?
That's right.
You know the ingredient. You don't know all the ingredients yet, but at least you're headed in the right direction.
Tail wagging intensifies.
Now that you've got some basic steps going, it's time to elevate your craft. What's the state of mind? Most of flavor? Gratitude?
That's right.
You never take this opportunity for granted. Hope to succeed. Your classmates are rooting for you, but Ashley is simply stronger and faster than you. You better pick up the pace if you want to survive. When you were a child, your father never told you to never forget where you came from. Every day you meditate on this advice and draw energy from that place. Hardest energy, so where does it come from? Small town where big dreams are born. That's right. This is your shot. You're not going to miss it.
I'm not giving away my shot.
You try to shut noise off in the arena and focus on your cooking. What was the sound of success? Sizzling. That's wrong. Oh no.
Don't make me get the spray bottle.
Next question. You notice Colonel Sanders out of the corner of your eye. I believe in you, dingus. That's exact. He's actually cheering you on, which would be awesome, except knowing he's watching you makes you totally forget what you were doing. All you can think about is Colonel Sanders. How many spoonfuls of gravy does it in it? What were you thinking? Oh no. Get your mind back to the competition. You're stranded on a desert island. One dessert cookbook. What would you take? What a honk. I know, right?
You know what? Shouldn't you be focused on the challenge? You're falling behind.
Sorry, I forgot the question. What does that have to do with any crafting? I don't even know what I clicked on. Baked biscuits. You're really struggling to keep up. The next station over, Ashley has already begun plating elements of her dish. It's colorful, complex. To make up time, you toss your biscuit in the stand mixer. As you do, the crowd gasps. Yikes. Zzz. I know you love nothing more than seeing fellow appliance utilized in a kitchen battle, but sometimes it means sacrificing personal touch. You might not have any hands, but Dingus does. And a good chef needs to be touching the dough to know that it's properly mixed. There's an easy way and a hard way. You don't get far by going the easy way. When you hear everyone talking, you realize as serious your error was. You immediately shove your hand in the mixer to rescue a dough before it's overmixed. Dingus, no! But you're not fast enough and your hand gets stuck. It's immediately crushed by the quickly spinning beaters. There's no way you'll be able to use that hand for the rest of the match. Colonel Sanders shakes his head in shame. What you often find is that the easy way can turn out much, much more difficult.
Everyone stop what you're doing right now. The battle is over.
It can't be. I was so close to finishing my dish.
Sweetheart, look at your hand. You simply can't go on.
Oh, that's too bad. And here I am with a completed dish ready to serve. Surely that makes me the winner by default.
No. It wouldn't be fair to compare the two on account of Dingus's injury.
You see Sprinkles begin to lick his dog-eat chops as he locks onto the dish.
But I suppose you should at least tell us what you prepared?
Well, because I'm the sweetest, I skip straight to dessert. Under this white chocolate dome, you'll find a wide array of delights, taking you on a journey through flavor that tastes good and tells a story of excellence. I was gonna ask Dingus to do the honor, but since you're injured, I'm afraid that pouring this creamer of delicate hot chocolate sauce might be too difficult. Colonel Sanders, if you wouldn't mind lending me your strong, steady hand.
Colonel Sanders pours the hot chocolate sauce over the dome, causing it to melt away, revealing its ingredients within. Whoa.
Inside, you'll find a delicate fried cheese croquette atop a slice of honeycomb, ice cream 2 ways, tender nougat, and pearls of blueberry gelée.
Colonel Sanders seems intrigued, but perhaps not impressed as he dips his finger in the chocolate sauce. Simplicity isn't your strong suit, is it, Ashley?
Oh, you.
As he places the sauce-covered finger to his lips, Ashley leans over and whispers something into his ear. A dab of sauce sticks to his mustache. Put yourself, Colonel Sanders. No. I can't make a scene. Your rage burns so intensely within your eyes that they burst into flames. The flames cause your eyebrows to catch fire and turn to ash, and they fall off your face, which means people have a hard time understanding your emotions for the rest of the semester, perhaps forever. Embarrassed and ashamed by your poor performance, not to mention your crispy fried brow, you run to the quad to be alone. Oh my god, my eyebrows actually caught fire. The beautiful weather feels like an insult. Inside of you, a storm rages. It's Colonel Sanders. He's probably here to tell you that he and Ashley are in love and have decided to get married. And he won't even ask you to cater his wedding because you're a terrible chef and an awful person. Try to hide from him, but he approaches you directly. I know you're hurting right now. Not just from that devastating loss, but that run-in with the mixer and that small fire. We should get that checked out. I'm fine. Can't you just leave me alone? I'm a loser. I'm not fit to fill your fryer. I'll never be a master chef. Failure is a part of life, not just for you, but for all of us. Do you think I've never failed at anything before? That's exactly what I think, actually. Well, think again. I wasn't always the man you see before you. Enrolled in culinary school, incredibly handsome, successful, motivated. Well, handsome, sure. I was born that way. But I've walked other paths. I've arrived at death's ends. At dead ends. Why did I say death's ends? I was passionate about life, but I failed as an obstetrician. I was passionate about justice, but I failed as a lawyer. I was passionate about livestock, but even I failed as a mule handler. That one was especially humiliating. Mules can be so cruel. I lost my business partner to a gunfight. I didn't know. A gunfight? People see my delicate ribbon tie and well-kept beard and assume that I've got it all together, which is true now, but it hasn't always been. Sounds like this guy could really use a hug. I resolved then that I was going to amount to something. No amount of hours, labor, or money could deter me from giving the best I had to give. As Colonel Sanders changes focus, you see something ignite inside of him, a burning passion. As one has to remember that every failure can be a stepping stone to something better. My new dream is pure. It's honest. It's something that has a humble man in a crisp white suit can be proud of. I will create a new chain of chicken restaurants that will bring joy to the entire world and make up for my past misdeeds.
Yay!
Just as your moment grows intimate, you're interrupted by a threatening, shadowy presence. Battle scar from the night before, you prepare for the worst. It's the Spork monster? Borko?
It is I. I know I said I wouldn't be back, and after the whole fight to the death thing. Maybe you don't really want to see me anymore, but I just want to say I was wrong to attack you, and I apologize. I know what it's like to have... I know what it's like having to look always over your shoulder.
I butchered that.
Monster problems, am I right?
Oh, thanks, Borko. I'm glad there are no hard feelings. Getting jumped by a giant creature in the dark of night, that can really rile a person up. I also want to apologize for the way I switched right into attack mode.
I know that you're strong, and cooking school can put a person under a lot of stress. I actually used to go to this school. I wasn't always a spork monster, you see.
I don't believe it. You were a human once?
Well, no. I was a golden retriever. But I was still a student. Until one day, some mean kids with a magic spellbook cast a dark enchantment on me. And I was forever transformed.
A magic spellbook?
Precisely. I had procured a copy for myself, but somewhere along the way I've lost it. If you find such a book, I beg of you, respect it. You're a powerful chef, and I shouldn't rely on such dark and evil magic. No, you should be protecting the innocent from those who would cheat them through the sorcery and guile. If you need me, don't fear. I will be there.
It sounds like there are some bad cooks in the kitchen of life. Dingus. Together, I am sure we can defeat them. Come back to my hideaway and we can discuss? Oh, shit. A personal invite. You can't imagine what Colonel Sanders' home must be like, but it sounds like you're about to find out. Stepping inside Colonel Sanders' home, surrounded by his things, you start to feel a special bond with him. It looks like you live such an exciting life, Colonel Sanders. Every day can be an adventure if you approach it with the right attitude. Long ago, I made the decision to never stop searching, never stop working, never stop imagining. Have you been working on any new recipes of your own lately? I'm always excited to talk about food with another ambitious chef. Well, there is something. It's just a side dish I've been tinkering with, trying to find the right balance of flavors and textures. I'm not sure I've nailed it yet, but I'm close. Colonel Sanders' eyes perk up as he starts to wonder what dish you could be describing. It's meant to pair with something spicy or something crispy. Both, perhaps? Now you've got him right where you want him. Should you reveal your new creation to him or keep it a secret just for you? Oh, dude. I will hide nothing from Colonel Sanders. I must take my apron off and reveal all. You decide that you're as ready as you'll ever be to share your original cooking with Colonel Sanders. Before you can talk yourself out of it, you decide to dive in head first. You reach into your lunch bag and for a special dish that you have been keeping on ice all day. I present to you. Any guesses? I'm sure it's on ice. I'm sure you can guess what it is. I'm sure we know what it is. KFC? My original coleslaw. Oh, that sounds so good right now, dude. The shredded cabbage dish glistens in the light of Colonel Sanders' Luxe hideaway. Magnificent. Together, you chow down the creamy slaw until just a sporkful remains in the bowl. Do you mind if I hold on to the last bite? I'd like to have it around so that I can admire its taste later and think back on this moment. Oh, dang. It's in his Spank Bank? Or dare I say, Spork Bank? You could offer to make him more, but he seems like a very sentimental kind of guy. Sure, why not? Please make yourself comfortable. I'll be back in just a moment. You realize that now would be the perfect time to do some snooping. Around the room are some various items you can look closer at. Each item seems to radiate memories and emotions. Oh, nice. Oh, wow. You notice a very realistic stuffed chicken sitting on the corner table. When you pick it up, you realize it isn't just realistic, it's real. Taxidermy? Must have been important to Colonel Sanders when it was alive. Huh. A little note is clipped to the chicken's foot that reads, "The true state bird of the great state of Kentucky." Oh my god. What? A lock of silver hair is woven in the teeth of a comb. Upon further inspection, you realize that the hair therein isn't just silvery in color. It's actually made of spun silver. What? A scented candle. You pick it up and try to identify the smell. Power tool? Freshly starched collar? Piece of wood floating in a lake? Summer of '69? No. It's one of the secret recipe ingredients. It's... Oh, wow. You gaze out of the window across the vast lake to the mountain range beyond. Just then a ghost of student pops up. Are you thinking about heading out into the world on a quest to avenge my death? Wait, what? I never even learned your name. Why would I avenge you? I could just tell you my name right now. It's... Can't you see I'm in the middle of something? You open the window a crack and the ghost is swept out in a breeze. You take a closer look at the large urn on the nearby pedestal. There's a plaque on it. It's dusty, but when you wipe it off, you read the inscription. It says, "Here lie the ashes of all my past careers and business failures." Poor guy. Wow. One of the framed photos shows an old man who looks a bit like Colonel Sanders standing with a friend. They hold a fried chicken drumsticks and appear to be cheersing them. You look closely and there's a short inscription. I wonder who my friend Pete is. The photo appears to be Colonel Sanders, except he's an old man visiting the pyramids of Egypt. Maybe there is... Maybe there is where he discovered his secret herbs and spices. An adorable little baby crawls across the floor. From a goatee and mustache combo he sports, figure it must be Colonel Sanders himself. Look at this little kid. That, or maybe it's the drumstick. Maybe it's the drumstick that he holds and waving like a rattle. Oh my god. Who frames a baby picture of themselves? Probably the same type of person who would make their own face the logo of a company they founded, am I right? This must be where he keeps the secret recipe. You think for a moment, what number is important to Colonel Sanders? Then it dawns on you. You dial 111111, and the safe opens. Inside, you find a single note. Can chicken be prepared sashimi style? Oh my god. You open the door to Colonel Sanders' closet and find a row of his signature white suits hanging within. You take one off of its hanger and try it on. The jacket is a bit big for you, but it's soft and comfortable. You give yourself a big, deep hug. A deep hug, breathing in its scent. They say that home is where the heart is. Is this what they meant? Before you can look any further, you hear Colonel Sanders returning. He has a new dish that he has been working on, and he wants you to taste it. You try to act casual until he asks why you're wearing his jacket. I don't usually loan those out, but I must say, it does look good on you. Oh crap, the jacket! You forget to take it off. I am not making a move. Tell the truth? No, I don't want to snoop. I also don't want to hide anything from him. I have to be honest. You confess. I think I've developed feelings for you. I might be developing feelings for you too, but I'm concerned. I can't let anything get in the way of my dreams.
Oh, shit.
Overwhelmed, you take off the jacket and run for the door. The thought of you leaving Colonel in the midst of such an emotional breakthrough gives you pause. You stop yourself. Colonel? Yes, Stingus? I honestly think this may be the beginning of something wonderful. I think you're right. We should take things slow. You talk late into the night. You drift off into a slumber. Dream sequence! Wait. Did I? You awake at his hideaway? Did you make the right decision on how to respond to Colonel Sanders? Only time will truly tell. Today is a day that could change the rest of your life. You think about the new secret ingredient you just learned about. In some jurisdictions, isn't even legal. But if the recipe is a secret, how will they know? Your thoughts are interrupted when Colonel Sanders emerges into the room. He's holding a gorgeously plated breakfast, and your mouth waters at the sight of it. Here's a simple breakfast I just whipped up. It's meticulous. You can taste Colonel Sanders' food, and it takes you on a journey. When you return, he's waiting to ask you an important question. So, would you say we're the perfect match? How presumptuous. My cuisine and your taste buds, that is. Oh my God, such confidence, such grace. Could he be the world's greatest gift to cookery? Take him down a peg. No, I'm flattering him. You know, I think we might make a great team. A single tear begins to pool in the corner of his eyes and gazes out the window. And with the right business partner, I know I can't fail. Business partner? Could he be talking to you? It's all happening so quickly. Overcome with emotion and confused by your feelings, you're on the verge of tears, unable to speak. The only answer you can find is to run out the door and get home. There's still one more day of school after all. The University of Cooking School Academy for Learning waits for no one. You get home to find something very surprising. Your best friend is there waiting for you.
Where have you been?
Because I had one heck of a night. I've been desperate to talk to you about it, but I couldn't find you. I got worried and that something happened to you. It's okay, I was just... But now that it turns out you're fine, I can finally get you up to speed on the saga of Miriam. Sure, but you will not believe what happened to me after school yesterday. I went on a date. I think I can believe that. Since I'd been partnering up with Pop, he asked me to go out with him. Of course, I told him, "You better harness those wild horses, young man. I'm not that kind of girl." But he was just interested in spending some one-on-one time together, you know, getting to know me. So I said, "Yeah, sure." I can get to know the little guy. Long story short, he took me to his favorite shush house, but things quickly spiraled out of control. Did she just say shush house? As if that's a thing people say? What is that even referring to? And now I'm not really sure where we stand. You don't give Miriam time to tell her whole story, however. Bottling up the details of your own night is too much to bear. And I went on a date too, back to Colonel Sanders' house, where I spent the night with him.
You what?
Nothing happened, but the emotional connection? Wowzers. Miriam tells you to move on from the whole Colonel Sanders obsession and focus on school. Being obsessed with Colonel Sanders is wrong? I don't want to be right. After a short argument, you both agree to go your separate ways. When you arrive at school, you encounter your rivals in the quad. You can tell from a distance they're picking on Pop, though he himself might not quite grasp that fact, because, you know, he's Pop.
What's a swirly? It sounds delicious.
Oh, it's great. I'll order you one up right away.
I'll have my swirly with sprinkles, please. Sprinkles is a dog and a treat.
Oh my god. You can get a swirly dip too.
Why don't you pick on someone your own size? Because I'm literally the biggest person at this school?
There is that horse that Colonel Sanders rides to school, but who would dare pick on such a gentle and beautiful creature?
You've got some nerve, Dingus, suggesting I would pick on a defenseless horse.
Now you're twisting my words, and I won't have it.
You clench your fist, but the injury from yesterday's mixer accident causes you to wince in pain. Looks like you can't go on cooking like that. Might as well just give up. I will never give up. Ever! Colonel Sanders arrives just as it appears things are starting to boil over. A naturally intuitive person, he senses that something has been going on. Dude, she thick. Is everyone excited for the final day of school? Dingus, how's that hand feeling? I'm sure you'll be back in fighting form by this afternoon.
Aren't you concerned with my hands, Colonel? Yesterday I almost broke a nail winning so hard.
Technically, I don't believe the winner was decided, but your presentation was quite impressive.
What is he doing complimenting her? But what about that flavor of my delicate, warm, gooey chocolate sauce?
It was clear that your passion about your food is received. That's a lot of words to say it was bland. Excuse me, Dingus. I am more than capable enough to speak for myself.
Maybe you could tell me more of your thoughts as we walk into class, Colonel.
I'm always interested in discussing the fine art of fine foods. See inside, Dingus. Annoyed by Colonel Sanders' inability to see Ashley for who you know she really is, you walk across the quad to get some distance. In an attempt to distract yourself from how slighted you feel about the interaction with Ashley, you take out the spell book you've recovered from yesterday and start flipping through the pages.
Whoa, what's that book? It looks like bad news.
It's just something I found lying around. It would appear to be some sort of grimoire, but I really don't believe in that magic stuff. A grimoire? Like a book of spells? I don't know. Who would spend such time decorating a magic book if they weren't really powerful? I can think of a surefire way to find out. You open the book, covered with arcane warnings, cast only in case of extreme emergency, all around the edge of the page. I could use this spell here that says it will erase anyone I choose from all my memories. If I scrub out Colonel Sanders, it would probably help me focus better on the upcoming final exam.
That is way drastic. Could you do something else, like anything else, not rooted in dark magic? Maybe tie a string around her finger?
Okay, fine, that is drastic. But desperate times call for desperate measures. You've got a memory erasing spell sitting right in front of you, and a pretty good excuse to try it out. Cast a forbidden spell, or don't do it. No. No, I want Colonel Sanders. You take your friend's advice and put away the book. It's almost time for class. Sprinkles is already in the room, waiting for the students to arrive. He clears his voice and makes a quick announcement.
I want you all to know I feel something of a dog moment coming on, but I assure you it's nothing to be afraid of.
The cute little nose scrunches up as he begins to breathe quickly. He must be hungry. Reaching to old homework and give him a snack. Dogs can be rather unpredictable, especially Sprinkles. Wait to see what happens. Give him old homework? I don't know. Shoot. Oh, maybe that was dire. You reach into your backpack and grab some homework from last semester that you forgot to turn in. Sprinkles immediately goes for it, gobbles up the sheet of paper like it's a piece of fresh chicken rawhide.
I apologize for the outburst. I know it seems cliche, but not much in this world satisfies like ungraded work. My dingus, were you studying something with cinnamon?
I've been sitting in on a lecture series around the art of cake baking. How insightful.
This actually brings up an important point. Thank you, Dingus, for reminding me to dole out this indispensable bit of wisdom. You see...
But before he can go any further, Miriam's love drama spills over into class. Sprinkles interrupted by sad whimpering coming from the back of the room.
I told you to save it for after class.
But I missed you.
We went on one date, Pop. And how can you miss me when I'm right here?
Pop's voice quivers as he pleads his case to Miriam.
Every time I blink, you go away.
That's a really cute thing to say. Miriam, what happened between you and Pop? Oh my god.
I got her in trouble and now she's mad at me.
You didn't just get in trouble. We got yelled at by Pop's mother, who blames me for getting him banned at every museum we set foot in.
Oh, so that's what you meant by shush house.
Pop, we went on one date. We're over.
And it meant so much to me that I made this for you.
Too hurt to go on arguing, Pop leaves his creation behind and runs out of the room. Nothing like a loud public breakup to cast a pall over the final day of school.
Well, that was unfortunate. But we mustn't get distracted from what lies ahead. The final competition showdown challenge exam trademark. I'm still working on the title, but I think you get it. Test time approaches. See you all in the arena.
But before you can think about your upcoming competition, there's a very beautiful soul nearby in need of a pep talk. Hey, Miriam? Are you okay?
Okay. I'm so mad I could smash a tiny mug, spilling several droplets of hot cocoa all over the floor. How could he embarrass me in class like that in front of everyone?
Her tiny cocoa is a delicious treasure, so you know that this breakup is no joke, even if the source of her frustration is just such a silly boy. I know that you know this, but I'm gonna say it out loud. You don't need anyone. Me and you, we're gonna cruise through this final test and hit the carpool lane to Success City. Miriam brightens up, imagining the wind rushing through her short bangs, but she hesitates to embrace the feeling all the way.
You're not gonna saddle up with Colonel Sanders' stallion and ride off into the sunset without me?
Of course not. Well, maybe. Sorta. But I'm sure there's a pony out there with your name on it and a ranch big enough for both of us and whoever else we want to bring along. If it's not Pop or Clank or anyone else you meet today, tomorrow, or this whole year, so what? You're a special person and you shouldn't settle for the first someone to show a little interest anyhow. Miriam gives you a big hug and wipes the tears from her cheeks. I should really review my menu for today. I'm gonna make a very special soup. And I bet that Professor Dog is gonna love it up. While you're pep talking Miriam, you completely missed out on lunch. That's okay, because you have a better idea how to spend your time before your exam. You've decided to head into the arena to practice a dish. This is it, location of your final challenge. A test of will. A test of courage. A test of talent. And a chance to beat the pants off of Van, the supposed man, and his eviler counterpart Ashley. As planned, you begin to run through your quick test of recipe you've been working on, Dingus's famous chicken pot pie. After practicing for months, making this dish comes second nature to you, and you're able to quickly get a fresh pot pie in the oven. As soon as you do, your cram session is interrupted by Colonel Sanders. Dingus, what are you doing here? There's still some time before the final exam. Oh, just taking it all in. I'm big into visualizing success. I'm looking at my station and picturing victory. That pot pie has begun to bake and the smell is slowly filling the space around you. Visualizing, huh? That's too bad. I was hoping you were cooking something delicious. You'd usually happily share your food with anyone who was hungry, but the last time you let Colonel Sanders get into your head, it cost you a cook-off. You decide that it's time to put your cooking above your romantic desires, but that decision gets hard to stick to when
The oven timer goes off behind you.
you ignore it or you fess up. I fess up. I'm always honest with Colonel. How can I lie to that face, that mustache, that goatee? Okay, you got me. I'm doing a little bit more than visualizing. I know, my nose can smell a pot pie from 400 yards. That's an oddly specific distance, but you'd expect nothing less from an oddly specific man. You knew it was a pot pie just from the smell? Not just a pot pie, but a chicken pot pie with an all-butter crust. And my nose is telling me something else. Oh no, is it burning? No. I can smell that it was made from a heaping helping of TLC. But it'll probably start burning if you don't pull it out. The moment of truth. Wow. This is the best pot pie I've ever tasted. I've always loved country cooking, and I could eat this all day. There's no time left. The final showdown is about to begin. Sprinkles lays down the ground rules.
There are no rules, that is, except to cook with everything you've got.
You step up to the cook-off of a lifetime. You decide that mac and cheese plus pot pie you've been practicing are just the dishes that'll push you over the edge to victory. Meanwhile, both Van Van and Ashley are prepping wildly elaborate dishes per their usual over-the-top selves. Miriam has her giant magnifying glass and several sets of tweezers. She's definitely prepared to go big, going small. Colonel Sanders seems to be harnessing his 11 herbs and spices, but he's trying to find a way to improve something perfect. His original recipe, fried chicken. The intensity in the room starts at a full 10 out of 10, with a frenzy of action. Everyone is calling out really cool special cooking moves as they prepare their food. Wow, this is getting serious. Colonel Sanders batters his chicken as it levitates through the air. Egg wash. Miriam furiously injects ingredients with itty-bitty pot of broth. Best friend, baster blaster. Van Van flexes his pectorals as he chops open a sea urchin. Let's rock and roid. Ashley scoops her pastries off with a tray, lightning speed. Shallow personality spatula. Oh my god. Even Clank gets in on it.
5-dial pressure point, chicken cooking technique.
Wait, when did Clank learn to speak English? It's the singularity, as was foretold. Oh wait, whoops. It's the singularity, as was foretold. We mustn't let it happen, or the appliance uprising will take us all.
Self-dis.
Van Van quickly unplugs Clank and rolls him out the back door of the arena. As you frantically prepare your dish, you notice Ashley has her spell book out. Is she going to use some dark magic to turn the tide? You've got a book of your own, and you're desperate not to see her win another battle. Should you take this opportunity to fight magic with magic, even if it's evil magic? No. I'm going to do it the hard way. Who needs magic when you got passion? I'm going to do it the hard way. Colonel Sanders sees that you've chosen to win on your own terms as he gives you a subtle wink from across the room. I believe in you, dingus. Miriam notices too. And I've always believed in you, dingus, since we were little kids, because I'm your best friend forever. You turn to notice Miriam is at your station, cheering for you. Miriam, what about your dish? If you're here cheering, who's cooking? Tiny food, tiny cook time. I'm actually already done, so I thought I'd help you. Oh, that's sweet, but Miriam tosses a handful of spices directly in your boiling noodles. It's the secret ingredient. However, she doesn't know that you lied about the ingredient that you made it up. And where'd she get I have newt from? The boiling pot sends Miriam flying backwards. The watery noodles begin to swirl in the air, bubbling up to a dark cloud that thickens and congeals before your very eyes.
It is I, Steve, the spork monster.
Steve? Wait, what happened to Borko? Are you here to battle me? You're not here to battle me, are you?
We spork monsters are many. I think Borko had the day off. But you have conjured Steve, and I hate to battle, so I'd say you're doing pretty alright. Oh, hey, you're in the middle of cooking competition. I love this stuff. It's better than TV. You crazy kids and your culinary skills really impress me. Mind if I hang out?
I'm sorry, Steve, but kind of in the middle of something? Do you mind? Steve, the spork monster, notices that you've got the grimoire stashed beneath the cooking station.
I see what you're up to. Crisscrossed some magical items and accidentally summoned me, huh?
Yeah, you guessed it, sorta. If you're here, would you mind tossing some fresh noodles in that pot of salted water?
I'd love to. I've always wanted to help a top chef, actually. You know, when I was just a little spork pup, back in the old country.
You can feel Spork Monster winding up to tell a very long story, a very involved story. You don't know exactly where they came from, but it seems like it was always lonely there. Actually, you know what? Maybe you should watch from the stands. I'd really need to focus on this competition.
I understand. It's kind of like that time monster school where I had fallen asleep during scare tactics class. When I woke up,
You toss a serious face at Steve, and he takes the hint.
never mind. I'll talk to you later. Good luck.
Having suffered this huge setback, you don't know how you could ever win. Summon a great power from deep within yourself, give up and drop it. Oh my god. No, we dig deep. I can do this. I have what it takes. I came here to win. Your hair turns mac and cheese orange as culinary energy flows through your body. My heart is pure. My hands are steady. My taste buds have been preparing this their entire lives for... Yes, Dingus, you are the chosen one. You will avenge me. I'm like Super Saiyan Cook right now. The power you've been summoning immediately fades back out. You interrupted my inspiring monologue. Sorry. My heart is pure. My hands are steady. My taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for this moment. I will show the world my cookery. You begin to levitate off the ground. Energy courses through your body. You know that with this power, you can do anything except turn back time, which would be super useful because while you were powering up, your chicken pot pie overcooked in the oven and can't be served. But don't worry, dear Dingus. You may have suffered some setbacks, but all is not lost. Impressed with your fortitude, Colonel Sanders decides that you have earned his support. I've been watching you today, and I must say, I'm truly impressed. You've been thinking on your feet and rolling with the punches. He steps in your station and stands right beside you. I'm here to help. All you've managed to make is mac and cheese, and time is almost up, so you're going to need it. But Colonel Sanders, what about the test? What will happen to you? What about the rules? Following the rules has never really been my thing. I follow my heart. What a guy. Colonel Sanders unfolds a delicate white towel to reveal the most delicious fried chicken tenders you've ever laid your eyes on. And besides, sometimes unexpected combinations can have surprising effects that surpass their individual efforts. Are you suggesting if we combine forces, we can form the perfect union? Food union.
Time's up, students.
With time expired, the moment everyone has been waiting for.
You must now prepare to present your dishes.
A handful of students stand tall as the class seems incomplete.
It seems we're missing some students. Pop? Clank?
From off screen, you hear a pure, innocent giggle that only comes from one student.
I'm flying.
It sounds like it's coming from that broom closet over there.
Miriam, would you mind?
Inside the closet, you see Pop hanging from a broom hook from the elastic band of his underpants.
Pop, get down from there right now.
Let me guess, did Van have something to do with this? When someone asks for a wedgie, who am I to refuse?
I thought a wedgie was a salad.
It looks like Pop is eliminated from the challenge, seeing how he didn't cook anything.
I can't feel my legs. May I be excused?
Sure. You kids and your pranks. I must say this is the worst prank in UCSAL history. But it's not exactly yearbook material. Wait a second. Pranks? Pranks? Clank! Where did that pressure cooker roll off to?
You wait to hear a signature whir, beep, or some other onomatopoeia, but there's none.
Somehow he must have gotten unplugged, I guess. We'll have to go on, figure that out later. That leaves only 4 remaining students. Please collect your final projects. Yes, it has been a long semester.
Wow, 3 whole days long.
But after days of hard work, the time has come for me to eat. Miriam, please step forward. Now, describe your dish.
I've made tender udon noodles in savory soup.
Wow.
My word, it's so delicate. Is that a teeny tiny Naruto maki I spy afloat in this itsy bitsy bowl?
Yes, chef.
Please call me Sprinkles. Chef is my father's name.
Yes, Sprinkles, and some green tea made from baby tea leaves that I picked myself.
Sprinkles carefully sniffs around the dish before opening his mouth and letting just the tip of his pink dog tongue dip into the bowl.
Sublime. Would anyone else want a taste? Oh, come on, I'm not one of those dogs who doesn't floss. I even have a really cute electric toothbrush for dogs. Fine, I'll enjoy it all by myself.
And in a flash, the entire meal has been devoured. Not that it took much, it was less than a thimble's worth of soup.
A+. Rarely do I taste a dish that I love with as much love poured into it as much as yours.
Miriam is overjoyed. She gives you a huge hug.
Thank you, Dingus, for helping me to believe in myself.
Van, you're up. Now, describe your dish.
I made uni over smooth egg custard in an ox-hewn urchin shell, chopped with caviar.
Did you skewer one type of urchin with spines from a second, different colored type of urchin?
Yes, Sprinkles.
A bit much, don't you think?
That's exactly why I did it. A bit much is kind of my brand. Doesn't it look cool?
Sprinkles leans in to sniff the uni, but he can't get his nose close enough to account all the spikes. He begins to paw at it erratically, causing the custard to slosh around.
Please be gentle with my cuisine.
Finally, Sprinkles goes all in, tongue first, but he can't get past the needles. He reels back his tongue and poked and prodded.
Ouch, my tongue.
The professor appears to be having an allergic reaction to the sting.
I can't eat this. It keeps poking my tongue. Disqualified.
A stunning turn of events. Who would have thought that serving food in a bowl made of needles could make it difficult to eat? Dejected, Van does not go gentle into the night.
Disqualified? For glamour?
Don't discount simplicity.
This isn't the last you've heard of me.
Before forcing us to endure his swollen tongue for another moment, Sprinkles graciously laps up a bowl of milk.
I know, yeah. I am a dog, and I drink milk. Get over it. Sometimes it helps calm my agitated tongue. Next student! Ashley, it's time to step up. Now, describe your dish.
I made orange blossom Turkish delight and a light rose water syrup, topped with French meringue and connected by sugar glass.
That actually doesn't sound too bad.
Indeed, it's quite delightful. However, I'd ask if you please refrain from eating it or attempting to taste it in any way. It's very fragile and meant to be display piece.
Don't eat the food at a cooking school.
got toast in your ears or something, dingus? I told you it's a display piece.
Ashley, I must say, it is beautiful. However, this is a cooking competition at a cooking school.
Yeah, which is why I cooked it. And did an extremely good job cooking it, too. I didn't realize that we were having an eating exam. If I wanted to get judged on eating, I'd go to the College of Eating, School for the Hungry. I suppose you could smell it if you absolutely insisted, but don't breathe too hard. You might disrupt the sugar spiral.
If the food cannot be eaten, it cannot be judged. You are disqualified.
Rage overtakes Ashley, and she finally gives up her two-faced routine.
You wouldn't. You wouldn't know the high-end cuisine if it cooked you.
And with that, Ashley storms off to rededicate herself to being the best, but this time without being shackled by trying to be fake nice and liked by everyone.
This isn't the last you've heard from me. Either.
If this class gets much smaller, I'll be teaching myself.
You and Colonel Sanders, the final cooks, step up together.
2 chefs?
What began as a bowl of delicious mac and cheese has become something else. He examines it closely, sniffing and eyeing the bowl. Uh-oh, I don't have a good feeling about this. From somewhere in the room, a literal drum roll plays.
Just when I thought I've seen everything in this kitchen, you give me this thing, and completely blow me away in my 49 dog years of life. I have never tasted anything so deliciously and perfectly balanced. It's so delicious, in fact, that everyone passes the class. You pass, and you pass, and you pass, and you get a pass.
Everyone gathers around and partakes in the mac and cheese bowl. They all seem to transcend this reality into another dimension. You win! Together, you and Colonel Sanders have made a new menu item. The new menu item is so impressive that Van and Ashley are drawn back by its magnetic fragrance. When they gaze upon your mac and cheese bowl, they admit that you are indeed an excellent chef. Sprinkles declares that you have passed. Everyone has passed. There were supposed to be more battles, but come on, how could they be better than this one? Now that the school year is complete and everyone has graduated, the students return to one last assignment to get their groove on. The cafeteria has been completely redecorated in order to serve as the site of the school's graduation dance. Compared to the massive high-tech cooking area, the humble decor seems downright cute and cozy.
DJ Dog in the house. Oh, oh, oh.
You knew that Sprinkles was a master chef, but also a world-renowned turntablist? Who says you can't teach an old dog new tricks? Whoa! Damn! Van and Ashley tell everyone that they've committed themselves to righting their wrongs. They did, while they were the villains. For a moment, you actually believe them. Not another haunting.
No ghosts allowed at graduation. It's clearly written in the school's bylaws.
I was never actually a ghost. It was all a trick to get you to finally notice me.
Oh. Amusing.
And now that everyone is together, it's the Spork Monster. He totally mellowed out.
Everyone, the Spork Monster is no more. From here on out, I'd prefer that everyone refer to me by my new name, Party Monster.
Student tries to finish what he said, but everyone is too wrapped up in talking to Party Monster. Dejected, student walks off. Maybe things didn't work out for Miriam romantically, but she found the love in her cooking, and you know she's gonna do great. The red carpet rolls out across the floor of the ballroom. It's like a Hollywood movie premiere. Who could command such an entrance? It's Pop. He's arrived, late to the dance, but apparently for good reason. Walking the carpet, you see perched upon his dirty chef's hat a crown?
Welcome back, Pop. I know you weren't able to complete the final exam to accept your diploma, so I had it mailed directly to your father. we figured it was the least we could do for the school's dean.
Oh, now I get it.
And we get a new wing of the school, not to mention the honor of educating the son of Chancellor of such and such.
Miriam, will you be my lady king?
What an incredible turn of events. An offer to join the royal family. It's like a dream come true. You'll get to be a princess or maybe a queen. I'm not sure what he even knows, but either way, crowns and gowns, baby. I'm sorry, Pop, but I'm not interested. Not now, at least. I've got so much to do with my life. A twist on a twist. So many more 3-day universities to attend. So many tiny foods to meticulously sculpt and watch get accidentally blown away by a single breeze.
Okie doke.
The music at the dance is interrupted by the sound of sparking and electrical hissing. It's Clank, who has arrived late to the dance.
Now that I have graduated, I can reveal my truth.
Whoa. Is he still doing the talking thing?
I am Clank. I am not of this earth. I am actually from a faraway planet in another dimension.
What? What? I actually feel like I knew this the whole time.
Now that I have learned the ways of your kind, I must return.
A portal opens up and Clank disappears through it. Finally, Colonel Sanders arrives. Howdy, classmates. Just like the first day you met him, he has come in prepared to feed the entire class. However, it's not enough to just give them a bucket of chicken. This time it's a full meal. I didn't get to grab the most famous chicken man in the history. Hold up. I didn't get to be the most famous chicken man in the history of chicken and man by not reminding people to go out and buy my chicken. The end? No. No, it's not the end. As everyone feasts on their delicious chicken dinner, Colonel Sanders finds you sitting at the edge of the dance floor. Dingus? What are you doing sitting all alone? Oh, you know, just waiting for the right person to ask me to dance. I wonder, might you tell me? What are the qualities that you would expect to find in such a lucky person? Off the top of my head, oh, I don't know, a spicy musk, a tidy goatee, and a degree from the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning, just to name a few. It truly is my lucky day. Would you dance with me? Yes, I'd love to. As you glide across the dance floor, hand in hand with Colonel Sanders, the future stretches out in front of you. And once my 100th franchise is up and running, I'll be ready to take a day off, and I'll be glad to spend it together with you, Dingus. How sweet. We'll work together and play together. Colonel Sanders stops in his tracks. Work together? Well, I think this is something I just need to do by myself. But who will help you run your restaurants? I don't believe I need help. Besides, based on your time at school here, do you really think running your restaurants is the best path forward? Could it be you found a love connection but failed to earn Colonel Sanders' respect as a chef? Can you live with only half of him? Will you be able to endure sharing him with his other love? The love of an entrepreneur? I suppose I can enroll in a pastry school. Oh, my dear Dingus. I'm sure that you'll find your place eventually. And along the way, you'll have me by your side. The end. Wow. How many endings is there? That was kind of a weird, like... Is there a way to, like, say I love you and stuff? Oh no. Shoot. I wonder if there's a way. I wonder if there's a different ending. Maybe if I do play it in time and I do get it out, like if I can fit it in the video, I will. But crazy. Oh, it's not the end. As everyone feasts on their delicious chicken dinner, Colonel Sanders finds you sitting at the edge of the dance floor. Colonel Sanders? Yes, Dingus. I couldn't help but wonder, was your final exam team up purely an act of strategy, or carried out by two cunning chefs, or was it something more? I'm afraid I can't answer that question directly. Instead, I'd like to ask you a question of my own. May I have this do-si-do? Colonel Sanders extends his hand to you, and you feel a surge of energy jump off of his fingertips. His hand, the hand of a master chef, so dedicated to the craft of fine cookery, so tender yet refined, so silky smooth, fingers like finely battered drumsticks, turned in flour, soaked in buttermilk, and dusted with exotic spices. But they do not reach for tongs, a knife, or even a spork. Tonight, they reach for you. And though our feet may tire of dancing, I believe that this is the beginning of our steps together. Colonel Sanders, will you not only join me on the dance floor, but in the kitchen as my co-chef and partner in both business and in life? You gasp. Could it be? Is he really saying me and you together? Ever since I met you, my dream has changed. It's not enough to simply open the world's greatest chain of fried chicken restaurants. No, even then, my life would be incomplete without you by my side. So, what do you say, partner? I say, I love you, Colonel Sanders. The end. Dude, I actually brought tears to my eyes when I said I love you, Colonel Sanders. True emotion. Oh, that's great. What a great game. Well, to everybody, I hope you have a great Thanksgiving. Eat chicken or whatever poultry, mashed potatoes, coleslaw, all those good down-home cooking items. And until next time, adios.